was such a bore. I didn't have friends. I didn't have a good school year. My grades sucked. And I feel like school this year was such a bore. I didn't have friends. School this year was such a bore. I didn't have friends. I didn't have a good school year. My grades sucked. And I feel like terrible. I was so lonely and I feel just so hopeless. I feel like a loser. So,
How does that make you feel?
I just told you guys how I feel. What should I do?
Oh, would you look at that? That's all the time we have for this session. Don't worry, we'll take it up next week, Thursday, same time, okay?
Huh?
Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday. Let's beat the traffic. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Namaskar.
Namaste.
Namaskara.
Vanakkam.
Khushamdeed.
Assalamualaikum.
Sat Sri Akal.
మీకు అందరికీ వందనములు.
Jai Swaminarayan.
జై శ్రీకృష్ణ.
जय जगन्नाथ।
మరి స్మైలీ భాई बहनों को दे बोलते याली मदद
मलयाली में बोलते हैं सारे फीजी मतलब को बोलेंगे नीसा बुला बनजन हम आ गए हैं आपकी प्यारे महिमा के दर माई सेल्फ ऑफ कोर्स PhD ultimate
and of course myself your darling psycho on air Falturani.
oh my goodness
Psychologist. So I'm still studying the psychology.
क्या तू भूल गए फालतू नहीं you actually are Maha
Ah.
you're MHFA right
MHFA.
yeah Maha Fande wali advisor
Mahafande wali therapist.
yes I'm of course your favorite Altavava PhD
Yeah.
passed with heavy difficulty and if you don't know about these things just read your
I'm a
things.
MFT, Mahafande wali therapist.
Oh, you changed mentally. Oh,
Yeah.
when did that change?
I'm
देखो
a-
ये सब ना तू बताती नहीं मुझे यार कब लिख के तू ये सब कुछ
महाफंडे वाली थेरेपिस्ट वो क्या
Wow.
है हाँ महाफंडे वाली एडवाइजर
Oh, not bad है
हाँ
तू तरक्की पाली यार देखो ये तो संगत का असर है ना बंदजन when you actually with people who are like this you actually can you earn a lot of stuff like you learn a lot of things
and for those of you just joining us and are wondering where is the sidekick that we had on our show where is
वो क्या ना इतना stressful है हमारा environment of vacation
mental health day ले रही है
हाँ वो mental health day की सही बात है
आज मेंटल हेल्थ डे लिया है उसने
हाँ।
और मतलब अनवाइंड एंड रिजुविनेट करने गई है क्योंकि हमारे साथ काम करके उसका दिमाग फिर गया
तो ये तो होना ही था ये तो होना ही था
That is absolutely right, Badajan.
Yeah.
And मैं हूँ आपकी darling प्यारी फालतू रानी and Altu Baba. And today, of course, but don't worry, the show will go on. And of course, we're here to keep our ears open. And it's time for you with your problems to bring it on.
that's
अगर आप
true.
सोच रहे हैं what we're talking about, what are we talking about? It's Therapy Thursday time, Badajan. In fact, I was talking to one of my neurominority friends, and I told her I'm going to be going on the show, and she says, "What is the theme today?" And she says, "Oh, it's Therapy Thursdays." Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah.
For tuning in. Big shout out to you.
Yeah.
We love you, and thank you so much for tuning in and listening to Therapy Thursdays.
Yeah, you actually learn a lot with this. Of course, हमारी resident MFT बोलते हैं इसको, हमारी फालतूरानी है, and साथ में मैं भी हूँ, and you can bring on your problems, no matter what it is. Could be a problem with your neighbor, could be a problem with your clothing, with your co-worker, doesn't matter. We are here to give you those expert advice which you can totally ignore, okay? we'll not feel bad about it all. हम लोग देने में कोई हिचकते नहीं है, झिझकते भी नहीं है, आप भी इग्नोर करने में हिचकिए ना. Don't even feel, the stress that you have to reject whatever he's telling you, okay?
Correct.
So this is some advice which you can definitely ignore.
Right.
क्योंकि free advice is always ignored, Faltoni, and I have no problem in giving out free advice to people.
Well, here's the thing. You put it out there into the universe, believe me, a lot of answers are going to come running your way, flooding your way.
I totally am with you on this. I'm
Yes,
totally with you on this.
and if you really, if you want to be able to if you want to be able to sort through those answers, guess what, we are here and our bandhus are here. The most important thing to remember is that you're never ever alone, because
You
when
are
it
not alone.
we're here with
We
you.
are here with you.
Yes.
Though you're far up. Oh, sorry, I don't want to sing the song right now.
Never
I'll make it
mind.
more
But
problematic for people.
we are going to be here, and Altu Faltu and your bandhus will not let you feel like you have to do this all on your own. You're never alone. And if you ever feel that way, pick up the phone and give us a call. 408-832-8881.
That's right. It's again 408-832-8881. Again, Produjan, we have a very interesting system with WhatsApp. So you actually can give us a call on that. We actually can do a video conference. We can do it.
Correct.
So if you want to be anonymous, you're always welcome to turn the camera off and call us also.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can even disguise your voice if you wanted. And you can always call up and actually have your face there and say that the problem is of a friend.
That is right.
We'll understand.
That is right. You can always say, it's my friend. I have a friend, and we will totally understand.
Correct. And we are here to actually answer all your questions.
Right.
हमारा शो जो है ना,
Huh.
जितना भी आप सवाल पूछो,
Huh.
आपको जवाब पे जवाब मिलता रहेगा,
Huh.
क्योंकि हमारा लाजवाब शो है.
Huh.
Le jawab, as in take jawab. So we give your answer back to you. So feel free to give us a call and welcome everybody out there. Raj Rakhode ji, welcome sir. कैसे हैं आप? And of course आज कुछ juicy DMs आए हैं मेरे पास जो हम लोग लेके आएंगे आपके पास. And of course we encourage you to be free in asking us questions about whatever it is, right? Many a times you can't trust what's on the internet, Faltoni. Did you know that? You just can't trust. I actually I'm just not saying it, Faltoni. In fact, there's a very famous quote of Abraham Lincoln on the internet where he says 99% of what's on the internet is all false.
There's a quote of Abraham Lincoln on the internet where he says that 99% of what was on the internet is false.
Yeah, it's a legitimate answer.
Do you really think that Abraham Lincoln knew what the internet was?
Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, Father. Don't even go by what's on the internet. Go by what's on the radio, what's on our internet radio.
Correct.
So we bring you a combination of stuff. Hey, come on. Artificial intelligence क्या होती है?
Exactly.
We are here with you with your Agnya intelligence.
Correct.
What are you doing, Father? You
Well,
always
here's
some distraction other in the audio part of it.
अबे जास्ती बात मत
जास्ती
कर.
बात मत करो. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, Faldrani,
Ha.
we ought to give a shout out to our Bostonian also over here, resident Bostonian of ours.
Nice to see you joining us, Meenakshi D. Sharma. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining
Oh,
us.
she's so sweet. She says spending time with you guys is rejuvenating to her. Oh,
Oh, so sweet.
कितने
Mwah.
सच बोलते हो यार. So good. God bless you. God bless you. So, Faldrani,
Ha.
I think today we want to do something different. We want to make I wouldn't say it's something different. We want to do something which is going to be impacting people's life.
Correct.
And हमारा मकसद ये होता है कि जो भी question आए,
हाँ.
बेझिझक उसको answer करें हम लोग.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Glasses short. Oh, shorties. Somebody's giving us a shout out from somewhere. Love the glasses,
glasses,
shorties.
shorties.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Oh,
shorty.
Shorty, we're missing you, Shorty.
The shorty doesn't have Facebook, so usually somebody else's Facebook account.
Acha.
Okay,
No.
send us hearts from there, okay, without
Shorty,
paying.
I know you're on a flight right now, and that's
Oh.
why you must be logged in from your mama's phone.
Mama's
so.
phone. Yeah. Mamma mia.
Yeah.
Phone.
Yeah.
All right, Father, let's jump into it.
Ha.
Yeah.
I know there.
We know.
Her mom, Claire.
Yeah,
we know
we
you
know.
wouldn't call us shorties. Only the
Yeah.
shorties will call us shorties.
But it doesn't matter, Father. Let's just jump into it because I
Yes.
really think we have to come to get to the problems of people. लोग हमें भेजते हैं. Just like how when Modi Saab started his own Mann Ki Baat, people are sending in grievances. It is important like that. Like that we have been radio before Modi ji also, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't know that, right?
Yeah,
Modi
of
ji
course.
inspired on radio after he met us only.
Yeah.
Mann Ki Baat started after he came
It's
to.
after you came to the US
And
after
he
he
heard
met
our show.
with us.
Yeah, after he heard our show.
Yeah.
He was like, wow, you can reach out to audience that way. Let's do it, is what he said.
आप यकीन नहीं मानते हो जाके पूछे मोदी जी
Go
से
and ask him.
क्या आपने आलतू फालतू की
हमारी बात मत मानो, उनको पूछो. आलतू फालतू को मानते हो?
नहीं
He will say that,
बस ये
मित्रों, मैं आपको बंधु बुलाता, लेकिन आलतू फालतू ने आपको बंधु बोल दिया है। सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु।
आलतू बाबा
यस,
आगे बढ़।
आगे बढ़ रहा हूँ। आगे बढ़ने के लिए कैसे बढ़ूं मैं? मेरे सामने तो टेबल पड़ा है,
हाँ।
मिक्सर पड़ी है, माइक्स पड़ा है,
हाँ।
मेरा लैपटॉप पड़ा है, कैमरा पड़ा है, लोग पड़े हैं वहाँ पे।
हाँ
How can I go if I write out?
अरे
Yeah, you have to read out any kind of questions coming up on your DM. My DM is actually, well, very, very interesting. See, we have been talking about a lot of personal relation issues.
हाँ
Let's tackle something a little bit more.
little more complicated.
Scary.
Okay. तो हाल ही में किसी ने ये मैसेज भेजा बंधुजन, ये पोस्ट किया है कि put it out in the ether. Anyone here who has killed a baby snake unintentionally while mowing the lawn? Sarpadosh, ding 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 ding. I feel terrible even to think about it. I am a Hindu. What happens after we kill it? Will we get Sarpadosh? Trollers, please stay away and mind your business.
Excuse me, ये वो डिटेल जो है ट्रोलर्स के लिए, हम ट्रोल नहीं करते।
हाँ, तो
हम पेट्रोल करते हैं। हम ट्रोल नहीं, पेट्रोल करते हैं। हम इंटरनेट को पेट्रोल कर रहे हैं और पेट्रोल करके आपके लिए क्वेश्चन लेके आ रहे हैं। एंड जो बंधु अभी हमारे जो सनातन धर्मी हैं, जो बोल रहे हैं कि हम आई एम अ वेरी स्टॉन्च हिंदू बोल रहे हैं, और ऑलरेडी उनके मन में रिपेंटेंस आ रही है कि उन्होंने एक सर्प को मार दिया है। एंड एक्चुअली इट इज नॉट समथिंग ऑन पर्पस। आज के जमाने में जो आयुध, यू डोंट हैव टू हिट विद अ वेपन। There are a lot of things which actually can get in the way of nature. By the way, cutting grass also is a problem because grass also is a living thing.
Oh,
But we still mow the grass.
oh,
Yeah, but now the question is, anybody wanted to say something on this? While this person was mowing the lawn, I believe they kind of, killed a snake.
oh wow.
Now, I have two questions.
Well, actually, the person has clarified it, Altu Baba, क्योंकि उन्होंने बाद में लिखा है कि मुझे लगा कि मैंने मारा, मैंने एक्चुअली नहीं मारा, तो शायद मार दिया या शायद नहीं मारा। तो देखो ऑलरेडी उनके दिमाग में कितने द्वंद्व हैं, कितने
Poor thing.
सारे। सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक पंजान इन दिस सिचुएशन, जो ये गिल्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स में रिडन है कि उन्होंने कोई सांप को मारा या नहीं मारा लॉन मो करते हुए, तो इनको क्या बोला जाए, क्या किया जाए?
Well,
वेरी वेरी जेन्युइनली सीरियस प्रॉब्लम बिकॉज वी डोंट ऑफ्टन थिंक अबाउट दिस।
Very true, very true. And I think, Falguni, I kind of sympathize with this particular person. Because उन्हें मालूम नहीं कि उन्होंने पाप किया ही नहीं, किया है या नहीं।
ओह
Well, the point is, at least he realized it,
हाँ
and he's trying to correct himself.
हाँ
That उसके लिए I'll give total points for him for that.
ओह वाओ
Yeah, because he just realized the problem,
हाँ।
and he says, probably I have done something wrong.
तो इसमें क्या सोल्यूशन है उनके लिए आलतू बाबा?
Solution is very simple.
हाँ।
H2O water, हाथ धो लो।
हाँ?
हाँ, wash your hands.
Wash your hands with what?
Wash
गंगा
your-
जल?
नहीं, just wash your hands off.
That's it. You should just say forget it. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Leave it. Okay. उसका कर्मा था कि आपके लॉन मोवर में आके फंस के मरना है,
Uh-huh.
राइट?
Yeah.
या उनको सर्प दोष हो सकता है?
Well, this is a very interesting question to ask, and I hope some of our bandhus who actually are big proponents of the Hindu dharma, who follow the book of the what do you call it, the Garuda Purana, are able to call us today and tell us about this.
अच्छा.
What are the punishments involved in assisting in murder or
Murder? Oh God, क्या?
hello, excuse me,
ये मर्डर नहीं क्या रहे आलतू बाबा?
excuse me, it boils down to that, my lord.
आपको यहाँ पे कॉल करना है मिनोद बंधुजान, एंड यू गोट टू टेल अस कि इस सिचुएशन में उनको क्या करना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारी जो इंटर्न है वो उत्सुक है, क्योंकि उसने ये क्वेश्चन निकाल के पोस्ट किया हमारे लिए, तो हम वो उत्सुक है जानने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए इस सिचुएशन में। आलतू बाबा?
Well, first of all, you got to follow the blood stains. कहाँ पे है? Is your lawn mower dirty? अगर आपका लॉन मोवर जो है डर्टी है, उसको साफ कर दीजिएगा। And I have only two questions for this person actually.
हाँ.
First and foremost, क्या आपने जानबूझ के वहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा मूव हो रहा है, ऐसे चलाया आपने, या चलाने के बाद आपने कुछ ऐसा देखा जो एकदम शाइनी वाइनी था, आपने अंदाजा लगा कि हाँ, it could be the snake? क्या था? what was running in your mind is what I had. So I have insufficient data. Sorry, Fatrani. I have insufficient data to give any kind of thing. But I would definitely tell you one thing. I can understand. But the second few comments they're putting in, people are mentioning a lot of comments on the Facebook. Please don't troll the person that way. Not fair at all. I just want to know because the person is going through a lot of anxiety right now. उनको मालूम नहीं कि क्या करना है, क्या कुछ उपाय है क्या, लाल किताब में कुछ लिखा है क्या करना है बोल के.
वो हमें मालूम नहीं है. अगर आपको जानना है जाके आप जरूर जान सकते हैं. लेकिन हम लोग लाल वॉल पे क्या राइटिंग है वो बता सकते हैं कि थेरेपी के लिए आए हो तो हम आपको बता दें बस जाने दो जो भी है जाने दो. या बिकॉज यू डिडंट नो व्हाट यू वर डूइंग. जो बिना जाने कोई काम कर जाए बस वो तेल लेने जाए. I don't know.
Horrible. What a statement.
Right. Do not worry about it. क्या फायदा है अगर by mistake हो गया तो हो गया. क्या कर सकते हो आप.
सही बात है.
एक्सीडेंट था ना, आपने जानबूझ के तो उसको नहीं मारा ना. तो जो आपके कर्म में था वो है, उसका फल जरूर मिलेगा. आपको भी मिलेगा, उसको भी मिलेगा. जो उसके कर्म में था उसका भी, that is also a living being, right? तो उसको वो फल मिल गया. क्या है. But you're saying that you probably did not kill it, so which is a good thing because you saw something slithering in your in the water tank is what he says. So he thinks that
it was the water tank.
It could have been, yeah, that's what he's saying, in the gutter, whatever that thing is, and he thinks that he may have killed one of those baby snakes.
Baby snakes, they don't even count.
Oh God, why would you say something like that, Alto Baba?
No, seriously, they don't count.
Arre baapre.
Okay. No, baby snakes don't count actually. If you look at it, I mean, the whole operation of things, they make so many of those snakes. None of them survive, right? The life expectancy is so low already, right? And of course, modern day, nowadays, unfortunately, thanks to lawnmower and the people like this who actually mow with blindly, literally, the life expectancy drastically dropped.
Right.
And you can't even take them to a doctor, by the way. No.
Okay, Alto Baba, I think we need to move on. We've had enough of this talk about with.
All right, fine. Let's move on. People might get irked out of this. Yeah, it might be too morbid for some people. How about go next topic? And of course, people who actually have excellent vision can read this because it's a long thing it is. And this is relation based. It's about relationship. Hamara culture, Faltrani, is very, very, it's like though we are a nucleus family, we want to attach ourselves to the greater family. We are like the nucleus doesn't want to be separate from the atom. The kind of a family we are. Yeah, you know that, right? Did you know that? What? He just blindly saying ha.
मैं पढ़ रही हूँ.
पढ़ रही है तू पढ़ी है पढ़ नहीं है तू. अच्छा फाइन पढ़ो जोर से पढ़ो.
तो बंदरजान ये तैयार हो जाइए क्योंकि मुझे लगता है वो एकता कपूर का वो वाला ड्रामा स्टाइल सिचुएशन है. How to deal with a mother-in-law who is super melodramatic, does no work and wants to stay with us after my delivery.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Really? This is what?
Yeah. It's a lady posting this. Last week we had the mother-in-law, daughter-in-law drama. हर हफ्ता ये कोई ना कोई ऐसा सवाल आ जाता है.
I can't believe this.
Let me finish. थोड़ा finish करने दो आल्तो बाबा. सुनिएगा बंदरजान, we really need your input on this. जो भी है हमारे बंधुज, आप प्लीज कॉल करके शेयर कर सकते हैं क्योंकि ये बहुत ही टेंशन में है ये लेडी. ये इन्होंने लिखा है, she is written that my biggest fear is that she will not do any work. And even if she does, she'll keep taunting me about it all her life.
Right.
Moreover, she has a big problem in igniting fights between my husband and I whenever she sees that we are bonding well. And all the males in this family are under her control.
Did she just say that? She didn't say it. And how can she say all her life? Because she's only coming new right now. She knows only for a few years. And when she called her to do babysitting for a child, she didn't realize that, is it? I'm sorry, I'm on the side of the mother-in-law.
Excuse me. Let us go back a little bit. This lady is genuinely asking for trouble. How do you?
She's asking for trouble. Yeah. She's asking for trouble only. Yes.
She's asking for how to deal with this trouble. Mother-in-law troubles. तो बंदरजान, हमें आपसे विनती है कि आप फोन उठाएं और यहाँ पे नंबर घुमाएं और हमें बताएं कि क्या करना चाहिए. आपके क्या राय हैं? आपको बताना पड़ेगा. How to deal with a mother-in-law who is super melodramatic apparently does no work. Okay, wants to stay with them after her delivery. All the males in the family are under her control, and she will, even if she does some work, she will taunt her for the rest of her life. And also, she always ignites fights between her and her
I
husband.
thought you read she has problem igniting. Is
No,
what-
she ignites fights every time that her husband and she are bonding. Her mother-in-law will come and put.
Well, first and foremost, I also want to know one more thing. What kind of bonding is this? Chemical or physical?
Hey,
Or psychological?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Let's see. Let's go to our bandhus and let's see what they have to say. 408-832-8881 ये है आपके लिए स्टूडियो का नंबर डार्लिंग्स. आपको इस नंबर पे कॉल करना है और हमारे साथ यहाँ पे शेयर कर देना है.
हमारे बंदे ऑलरेडी ऑन एयर है. नमस्ते, कैसे हैं आप विभाजी? वेलकम.
Pam, Altu Baba and Faltu Rani, how are you?
फर्स्ट क्लास विभाजी. ये आपको लगता है वेरी क्लोज टू योर हार्ट दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन?
Why, man? Why are you saying that?
I don't know. First phone call was yours only. Like you have something to say, like, I agree with this girl, this lady.
Yeah.
No. I actually, I don't agree with this lady.
अरे बाप रे. ओके, बताइए.
Pray tell why. Why don't you agree with this person?
हाँ, ये बताइए.
Why don't you sympathize with them?
I don't sympathize with her because it's not her mother-in-law's job to work like a maid in her house, you know.
Uh-huh.
So the mother-in-law has already raised her kids, and if she's coming, I think it's more of a favor, and whatever the mother-in-law is willing to do for them, she should just do, and not snow to the girl, and even the girl should just, she should just be grateful for whatever help she's getting, is what I feel, and I don't know. Why would the mother-in-law ignite fights between her son and her
Excuse
daughter?
me. आपने पहले से ओपन करते हुए एक चीज बोला, मैं आपसे सहमत हूँ.
हाँ.
Mother-in-law is doing her duty. मतलब काम है कि दोनों के बीच में आग लगाना.
अबे!
मतलब काम है कि बच्ची को सुलाना.
अरे!
She's doing her
I
job.
don't know.
Why do you want to
Guys,
blame?
guys,
हाँ.
No. It's not even blame, guys. I just feel that, and we've discussed this before. Where people will call their parents or their in-laws over here, and they'll expect them to, work like servants and take care of their kids. I feel that if the parents want to come because they just want to come spend time with their kids or their grandkids, that's one thing. But then to have that expectation thopified on them, okay, you're coming here, you better, take care of us and do this and do that. It's not fair because look, as we all get older, it becomes more difficult. And like I said, right, they've already done their share. अगर वो खुशी आना चाहते हैं, let them come, have a good time, show them a good time, जितनी देर हैं, and जो वो अपने मन से करना चाहते हैं, let them do it.
This is not.
But
Yeah, but I don't know. This is not helping the lady. She actually has genuine problem right now. We got to make.
What's the
You're
genuine
saying that the lady has to just suck it up and okay. Oh yeah, be with the worship the mother-in-law. Is that what you're telling her?
I'm not saying worship the mother-in-law. I'm just saying that, to have these. Why would so tell me, why would a mom want her son to be upset by creating trouble between her son and his wife?
Yeah.
Why?
Correct. First of all, you got to go deeper into. I like this particular thing. What she said. Viva say again insufficient data faltoni. Was this marriage a love marriage? Was it arranged marriage? Probably a love marriage because mom didn't have a say in the girl who comes into his life. Wonderful, Viva ji.
So, a wise
जले पे
man I
नमक
was
छिड़कना
talking
कोई
to-
आपसे सीखे. Wow. Very good.
No, guys, a wise man I was talking to said to me that rather than matching the horoscopes of the boy and the girl, we should match the horoscope of the girl and the mother-in-law.
Who said this? Who was the wise man? We want to know.
My brother-in-law.
वाह, ये हुई ना बात. I agree with
he
you.
said, I don't know why they do that. We should he said कि सास बहू का करना चाहिए, मैच करता है या नहीं, फिर ही लड़का सुखी रहेगा.
Correct. Exactly. I agree with you. But क्या करें?
अरे यार ये मैच करना छोड़ो. I don't know how much of that is actually true. जब वो क्या कहते हैं, जब मियाँ बीवी राजी तो क्या करेगा काजी, right? So a match, but वो जब दिल आ गया तो आ गया तो
Yeah,
शादी
दिल
हो
आएगा
गई।
गधी पे तो परी क्या चीज है एग्जैक्टली
अबे इसमें लागू नहीं होता है वो।
क्या?
That doesn't
And
work
then
here.
हाँ अगर लड़की गधी होगी ना
No, then guys, the other thing is कि अगर लड़की को पता है कि जो mother-in-law है,
हाँ.
she might trigger or ignite fights between the boy and the daughter-in-law, then she should be aware of that and not indulge, right?
Exactly,
She
don't
should not-
bond with the husband. Exactly, don't bond with him at all.
No, I'm not. Hey, no, I'm not saying don't bond with the
अरे
husband.
कुछ तो अच्छा बोलो
I'm
यार.
saying that
हाँ.
no, I'm saying कि अगर ऐसा हो रहा है कि तो फिर लड़की को पता है कि ये हो सकता है, so then she should just be, you know, she should be mindful and know कि this is a possibility and then avoid, you know, getting into fights or.
No. She's saying that the fights come in only because whenever she's bonding with the husband,
Huh.
mother-in-law comes and ignites a fight. So in other words, what you're saying is don't bond at all. I agree with you. ना रहेगा बस द बजे की बात सुनी. Very good.
अरे no, but come on, in a marriage bonding is very important.
What kind of
do you
bonding are you
say?
talking about? Fevicol?
Hey, what are you talking about? I'm talking about spending quality time together, na?
हाँ.
So अगर mother-in-law को नहीं अच्छा लग रहा, then you know don't do it in front of her. I guess.
ओहो चुपन चुपी शादी के बाद भी वाह.
देखो इस मैडम
Keeping
जी
it
के
alive, huh? The thing. Yeah, very good. Wow.
Yeah.
yeah
No, I mean, guys, the bottom line is the girl knows that all these things can possibly happen. So she already knows what can happen. So she should, I don't know, mentally prepare herself. She can't tell him, she can't say, sorry, your mom can't come. That's not right, also, right?
Why will the mom not come for
So-
bonding, man?
his mom is already here.
Exactly.
She doesn't want to go
Oh.
back. She wants to hang out with them.
Yeah.
She wants to probably
Oh.
wants to spend more time with the child after the delivery. She's probably there to make sure that you know to help her during the delivery. Generally
Right.
होता है ना पहला बच्चा घर का types तो mother-in-law आ
Yes,
जाती हैं.
yes.
So
Right.
she is saying that she doesn't want to go back. So this lady is dreading that. Second thing is she feels that she doesn't do any work, so she's going to have to do all the work, including this lady's work.
Correct.
And the third thing is the fact that she controls all the males in the family.
Ah, so what?
Oh man, what?
So
Yeah.
what I am seeing is we have a very good response on YouTube also.
Uh-huh.
One of our viewers the video saying the mother-in-laws will generally not want to put kalesh in their own son's life. That's true.
Acha,
Why would
wow.
mothers do that?
Yes.
Mothers don't do it. Mothers are always or forever giving. I think this is the problem with the lady itself who's posting it there. I think she wants control over her husband, which she's not had.
Thoba.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm taking side of even Vibha's taking side of mother-in-law only.
वो lady बोल रही होगी तोबा मूड ही खराब है
No, but guys, why does anybody want control of anyone? It should be a partnership. They should not be, oh, I want to be your boss and you want to be my boss. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए.
Why they can do role play also? That's a way of bonding, you know.
Oh God,
Huh?
okay.
Yeah.
So
Then, but
one is dominant, eh?
No, I don't know about that. But the point I'm making here is
Oh my God,
that the ladies.
Vibhas running away with their imagination.
Yeah,
Go
I know.
Tom and bond. We're talking
Yeah.
about bonding, not bondage.
Yeah, we're talking about bonding, not bondage. Thank you very much for that.
God.
पहली मिस्टेक कर रही है विभा समझने में भी. अच्छा by the way, सब विभा जी एक चीज है आपके by what you're saying, you're telling that the lady is 100% wrong. She should be a dharmic lady in the Indian of Indian origin. She's got to be subjugating herself to her husband and also saying, oh Mata, you're the greatest. Correct? That's what she wants to do. Right?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then
I'm
what are you
saying
saying?
that if she's really concerned about these things, she should have a talk with her husband, and then she should tell the husband to talk to the mother-in-law, and they should work out something where everyone is having a good time and nobody's being bothered by the other person. Is what I'm saying.
Interesting. But whenever she tries to talk to the husband, the problem is mother-in-law is able to ignite a particular war between them. So the solution I have for them is this. I have a twofold solution for them.
Yeah.
I have an economic solution and I have a proper solution which can be like a
Very good.
amicable solution which can be done, by relationship management and everything, right?
Let's
Of
hear
course,
it, let's
you need to have a person who is a PhD and you've got to have somebody who's an MFT also along with the whole thing for the conversation to facilitate. Like you and I could be on them. They
Correct,
can come on air with us and we can have a discussion on
Correct,
this.
correct.
And we can explain to them as to what exactly they're got to do and everything.
Right.
But economically, I have a solution for this.
Huh.
Ah.
Everybody who's inviting their in-laws or their own parents to come and stay with them,
Yeah.
please pay them a regular wage, not a minimum wage, a good salary.
How much would you pay an au pair?
not up here. Not only up here. Somebody who's expensive. Who should not be cheap.
ऑफिस
नहीं
एक्सपेंस
देंगे,
Office are
नहीं
minimum wage.
देंगे, नहीं
No,
देंगे
no, no,
पैसे,
no.
नहीं
नहीं
देंगे
सुनो
guys.
मेरी बात ना, आप नहीं देंगे बोलने से पहले बात सुनो मेरी. Economic solution ये है कि when they come, pay them a salary and say, you know, this is what your salary is and this is your time, 8 hours you can work. Don't overwork them, work them before that, because immediately when you put somebody into a work mode, nobody wants to work. They're retirees, they will stop working. They'll say, I want a vacation, they'll go away from you because they'll start seeing you as a work that time. Do you love working, Vivaji? No, right? Do you like working? I hate work. No, I
What
hate
type
work.
of question is that?
Do you like to work? Do you like working? Yeah, you are like, that's what, you've already all the upper echelon, right? Who don't have to work at all. So the point
Wow.
is, I am, what? नहीं पैसे वाले लोग को वही
We
होता है ना?
work, man, we work.
नहीं
We
वो
don't
नहीं
get
नहीं
paid
नहीं
for
ऐसी
it,
हम
that's
लोग
different.
I'm not talking like clock work, I'm talking about work like मजदूरी. देखो
God.
फालतू नहीं खा सुनते ही उसको खांसी आ गई फालतू को.
ए रहने
तो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसे आप उनको मजदूरी दो, बोलो कि हाँ देखो हम लोग आपको इनवाइट करें 3 महीने के लिए, आपके लिए मजदूरी इतना होता है ताकि अब ये वापस लेके जा सकते हैं आपके सेविंग्स के लिए.
ओह वाओ
एंड देन व्हाट
नहीं
हैपेंस.
करेंगे, नहीं करेंगे.
अरे नहीं करेंगे की बात नहीं है यार, मैं बोल रहा हूँ सोल्यूशन बोल रहा हूँ. करेंगे नहीं करेंगे अलग बात है, जो हमें सुन रहे हैं आप सुन लो, समझ लो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ. If you do that kind of a transaction, it will be transactional, and then what happens is they will not have a thing. Oh, they took me for granted. And also when they work, they also work shiddat say for 8 hours, and then they automatically say, "हाँ, clocking your time out हो गया बेटा, मैं जा रही हूँ." They'll go away. And when they work, they get so much of stress. They want to go socialize themselves. They'll find their own ways to de-stress and everything, right? So automatically you'll have your own free time with your husband that time. रेस्पेक्ट मिल गया, बाद में आपको ये भी हो गया ना.
तू करेगा ना, तेरी जब शादी होगी ना
Yes.
तो अपने मदर इन लॉ को जाके
अरे
ऐसे बोलना.
डेफिनेटली.
हाँ तेरे को
अरे-
एक खींच के थप्पड़ मारेगी
नहीं
वो.
नहीं यार, ब्रेक द
He
नॉर्म्स.
won't do it. He won't do it.
हेलो
He
एक्सक्यूज
won't
मी,
do it.
जब मुझे शादी होगी ना तब मैं ऐसे ही करूंगा. ओके बच्चे होंगे, इफ एट ऑल वी हैव टू हायर सम, वी हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन, डेफिनेटली इनवाइट द ग्रैंडपेरेंट्स टू कम. आई विल गिव देम मनी आल्सो.
अल्ला
टेल देम एग्जीक्यूटिव लेवल पे रखूंगा, सीईओ लेवल पे रखूंगा उनके. चाइल्ड बेयरिंग तो हमारा हो गया, प्रोडक्शन हो गया, मैनेजमेंट उनका है.
Wow.
So he should look at
management
economical.
क्यों manage भी?
Economical.
अरे पैदा आप करो, मैनेज वो क्यों करें भाई?
भाई सैलरी दे रहे ना उनको, वाह. Then you can demand quality also time. You can talk about results. You can talk about performance measures afterwards. Because you can't pay them money, you can't
तौबा,
demand
तौबा.
performance measures.
ए
ऐसे नहीं
मत
होता.
करो, बड़े
हाँ,
मनहूस लग रहे हो.
खास करके
नहीं.
हमारे कल्चर में तो ऐसा
देखो
नहीं
यही
होता.
तो है, यही तो आप लोग ना, you want to have the cake, eat it too. हमारे कल्चर कितना
Guys,
बोलोगे.
ये problem is not just in our culture, it is in all
नहीं,
cultures.
madam,
you know,
madam,
there are a lot of grandparents who
madam,
are paid.
मैडम आप मेरी बात सुनिएगा. आप जितना हाउ मच विल यू कीप सेइंग हमारा कल्चर, एक चीज के लिए हमारा कल्चर, दूसरे के लिए हमारा कल्चर नहीं है. हैं? हमारा
वैसे-
कल्चर
वैसे
जब
ये
जब
हमारे-
कल्चर की बात कर रहे हो तो ऐसा बात ही नहीं होनी चाहिए कि लोग हाँ उनको बुलाओ यहाँ पे
नहीं नहीं
ये
कि
करने
वो दफा नहीं हो रही है.
Exactly.
ऐसे कैसे बोलना
Thank
है.
you very
हमारे
much.
कल्चर में ऐसे बात ही नहीं है.
So don't talk
हमारे
about culture.
कल्चर में सब मिलजुल के मिल बांट के खाते हैं.
एग्जैक्टली.
हमारे कल्चर में बड़ों की इज्जत की जाती है.
हाँ.
हमारे कल्चर में हमेशा हम सोचते हैं कि जो भी बड़े कर रहे हैं हमारे भले के लिए कर रहे हैं.
बुजुर्ग जो हमारे हैं, वृद्ध जो हमारे हैं, उनको हम लोग देखभाल करते हैं ऑटोमेटिकली.
Correct.
लेकिन हम लोग ना, that's what you want to have the cake, eat it too. We are like that particular thing. We want both. I want both if possible. Yeah. But the point is that is you will come to my next solution. Next solution भी है मेरे पास. Economically ये एक चीज है. And second thing is, I personally think this person should have invited her mom as opposed to the husband's mom.
अरे उसके हाथ में नहीं हुआ होगा
नहीं
यार.
हाथ में नहीं, वीसा नहीं हुआ रहेगा probably. Because seems to be this person is very very greedy, very very stingy, very very what do you call that, self-centered.
या
Yeah, वीसा नहीं मिलेगा, हाँ चलेगा, इनको ही लेके आओ, चलेगा.
तौबा तौबा तौबा. आलतू बाबा कैसे बातें कर रहे हो.
Yeah. Maybe both moms should have come. फिर एक भाग जाती maybe.
अरे एक भाग जाती नहीं. अच्छा
हाँ.
अच्छा मिस्टर पास्ट विथ हेवी डिफिकल्टी पीएचडी आलतू
Yes,
बाबा.
yes, ma'am.
आपकी जो सजेशंस है खत्म हो गए.
अरे नहीं मेरे पास और निकलेंगे ऐसे. मुझे अभी तो आई एम कमिंग अप विद लॉट ऑफ क्रिएटिव
अबे
आइडियाज.
एक और
Thank you.
सिचुएशन है. लड़की की तरफ से मदर इन लॉ वाला सिचुएशन है. तो एक और
पहला
है.
इसको रेस्ट करो.
अच्छा एक मिनट वो
हाँ.
बताते. ठीक है. आपका क्या सोल्यूशन था विभा जी, आप क्या कह रही है. आलतू बाबा कह रहा है कि उनको पगार पे डाल दो मदर इन लॉ को, तो ताकि उनको ही एहसास हो जाए कि वो खुद यहाँ पे काम नहीं करना चाहती है. वो
एहसास, कोई
vacation-
एहसास हो.
हाँ. सास हो ये सास हो।
कि वो काम कर रही है उसके लिए उसको रिटर्न मिल रही है, क्या रिटर्न इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा ना।
हाँ
So
तो
I don't know, guys. I think for me, I mean, if this was me, I think the best thing, it's always best to talk. So if the three of them can sit down and discuss this amicably, then I think that's the best thing. The girl should voice her concerns. The mother-in-law should say her stuff, and the poor guy, I just feel bad for him, sandwiched between both of these ladies. So yeah, I think that's what I would recommend. But I mean, I'm not a PhD, right? So I don't know.
Oh, you passed easily, yeah?
अच्छा विभा जी के हिसाब से
She passed easily.
she passed
She's a
easily.
PE teacher.
Yeah.
अच्छा तो मेरे हिसाब से
हाँ जी.
देखिए हम बस यहाँ पे बोल सकते हैं जो लिव्ड एक्सपीरियंस है वो आपका है। बस मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि चैलेंज आपका जो थॉट है उसको थोड़ा चैलेंज करिए। क्या आपकी मदर इन लॉ हमेशा आग लगाती है? इज इट ऑलवेज यू? एंड अगर आपने ही अपने आप को कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर दिया, यू सेड दैट शी नेवर डज एनीथिंग, दैट्स एन एब्सोल्यूट स्टेटमेंट। उसके बाद बोला कि अगर काम करेगी भी तो मुझे जिंदगी भर सुनाएगी। आपने पूरी जिंदगी जी कहाँ है उनके
Exactly,
साथ
my lord.
कि आप बोले कि जिंदगी भर सुनाएगी?
महाफंडा ये।
हाँ
वाह।
और तीसरी बात, सो प्लीज चैलेंज योर थॉट। ऐसे एब्सोल्यूट्स में मत सोचिए, ऐसे टोटली नेगेटिवली सोचिए मत, क्योंकि वो जब आप इतना नेगेटिव सोचते हैं तो आपको जाके थोड़ा बहुत इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करना चाहिए, क्यों आपके अंदर में से इतना नेगेटिविटी निकल रहा है उनकी तरफ। ओके,
Very good.
एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज ऑल द मेल्स इन द फैमिली आर अंडर हर कंट्रोल।
हाँ,
ये
कैसे?
क्या मेल्स इन द
कैसे?
फैमिली कोई जिन है क्या कि वश में कर ले?
वश में कर लिया, वाह।
हाँ, उनकी भी, वो भी स्ट्रेट थिंकिंग पीपल है। क्या आपको कंट्रोल चाहिए उनके ऊपर?
हाँ,
सोच के देखो, आप जो बात कर रही हैं
चलो।
आपके हिसाब से ही इट्स मेकिंग यू लुक लाइक समबडी हु इज कंप्लीटली आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल,
हाँ,
व्हेयरएज यू आर नॉट।
you're not.
आप बस ये बोल सकते हैं कि अगर आपका थोड़ा नजरिया बदल के आप देख सकते हैं कि
वाह।
ये यहाँ पे है, तो इनके साथ जितने वक्त यहाँ पे है खुशी खुशी गुजारा जाए। इफ यू मेक इट मोर डिफिकल्ट फॉर हर, इट्स गोना मेक योर हस्बैंड फील गिल्टी, सो ही विल मेक हिज मदर स्टे लॉन्गर एंड इट विल मेक इट वर्स फॉर यू, एंड देन अननेसेसरी टेंशन बिटवीन ऑल ऑफ यू। एंड सोचो वो बेचारे बच्चे को, एक नन्ही सी जान को वहाँ पे इस चुंगल में फंसा रहे हो।
हाय 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 हाय, चुंगल।
Why do you want to bring that child into
काहे?
so much angst?
हाँ, लेकिन
लिव एंड लेट लिव यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
Yes,
सब
yes.
कोई भी किसी के साथ भी हमेशा जिंदगी भर आप अपने हस्बैंड से थोड़ी ना यू गेट लॉन्ग ऑल द टाइम,
या
राइट? आपके मम्मी पापा के साथ भी आपके आर्ग्यूमेंट्स होते होंगे, तो वही सोच लो अपने मदर इन लॉ के साथ, अगर आर्ग्यूमेंट है तो आर्ग्यूमेंट कर लो, अगर
वाह।
प्यार है तो प्यार कर लो, माफी मांगनी है तो माफी मांग लो। कितना मुश्किल है, राइट? दैट्स इट।
Yeah.
एंड जैसे हमारी विभा जी ने कहा, या देयर इज ऑलवेज अ सोल्यूशन टू टॉकिंग थिंग्स आउट। अगर आपको
वाह।
लगता है नहीं हो रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, अपने मदर इन लॉ को थेरेपी ट्यूसडेज पे ट्यून इन करा दो।
नहीं, डोंट वरी। हमारे
Thursdays
पास
में शुरू करा
अगर
दो।
ये दो उपाय आपको काम नहीं किया, हमारे पास लाल किताब भी है, इसका भी उपाय है इसमें। हम पढ़ेंगे आपके लिए, ठीक है?
हाँ।
तो आपको ना एक बार हमारे स्टूडियो पे आना है,
हाँ
हमारे स्टूडियो धाम में आना पड़ेगा आपको।
हाँ।
एंड मदर को लेके आना पड़ेगा साथ में,
हाँ।
राइट? वो आपको आना पड़ेगा फॉर श्योर, ये आप प्रॉमिस है। और एक और चीज है, हर सवेरे 5 बजे, 5:30 बजे आपको उठ के
हाँ
पास वाली मंदिर पे जाना पड़ेगा
हाँ
और वापस आना पड़ेगा, राइट?
क्यों?
एंड शाम को 6 बजे, करीब 6 बजे मम्मी जी को भेजना पड़ेगा मंदिर की तरफ,
हाँ हाँ
राइट?
हाँ।
एंड 1 घंटा आपको मंदिर का प्रदक्षिण करना पड़ेगा। बंद है तो क्या करें, अराउंड इट गो टू प्रदक्षिण, राइट?
ओके।
इससे क्या होगा, आपके लाइफ में सुख शांति आएगी एंड सब समझ जाएगा। ओके, तो ये आप शिद्दत से कीजिएगा। रोज आप सवेरे 5 बजे जाइएगा, माता जी को 6 बजे शाम को जाना पड़ेगा।
बेचारी अभी बच्चे को डिलीवर करने वाली है, शी विल नॉट बी एबल टू स्लीप थ्रू द नाइट। आप बेचारी को 5 बजे उठा के उसको, कौन सा
ना।
मंदिर, अमेरिका में कौन सा मंदिर 5 बजे खुलता है?
अरे नहीं, अगर नहीं करो वहाँ ब्लॉक, मंदिर का ब्लॉक में सराउंड पार्किंग लॉट में वॉक करो ना, प्रदक्षिण मारना पड़ेगा आपको बस 1 घंटे के लिए। 1 घंटे के लिए इसमें क्या होता है, एक चीज होता है, शहद बनती है। ओके, इतने थक जाते हो, वापस आके माता जी के साथ फाइट नहीं कर पाते हो,
हाँ।
राइट? 6 बजे माता जी जाएगी ना,
हाँ।
तो माता जी जाके बिजी हो जाएगी वहां पे, अपने दोस्तों को मिलेगी वहां पे,
हाँ।
राइट? एंड शी कैन गेट बॉन्डिंग टाइम विद हस्बैंड,
अच्छा
विदाउट इंटरफेरेंस विद मदर इन लॉ। ये उपाय जो है मेरी नहीं है, ये लाल किताब में है भाई, लाल किताब में है सबके लिए उपाय। आप बस कॉल करो, क्या उपाय चाहिए आपको हम दे देंगे, सभी लिखा है इसका लाल किताब में, सब उपाय है, तंत्र मंत्र सब कुछ, यंत्र सब कुछ है इसमें।
अच्छा।
हाँ, हम इसको आपको बढ़ा के आपको दिखाएंगे जरूर।
वाह, आपने क्या कर दिया आलतू बाबा की विभा जी की बोलती बंद हो गई।
हेलो विभा जी, रख दिए फोन ऑलरेडी। हेलो विभा जी, हैं नहीं है, रख दिया।
शायद रख दिया।
ओह माय गॉड, इतना जल्दी रख दिया उन्होंने।
हाँ।
इट डजंट मैटर। विभा जी, लगता है आपको आपका हमारा उपाय अच्छा लगा, आप भी ट्राई कीजिएगा इफ यू वांट टू। अरे क्या हुआ, वापस कॉल कर रही है,
अच्छा,
क्यों, क्या
तो
किया
आपने फोन रख दिया था?
मैंने फोन रख दिया, उन्होंने फोन रखा था एक्चुअली। हेलो विभा जी, आर यू देयर?
No. It was, sorry guys, it was on mute. No, I was saying Bolo Altu Baba ki jai is what I was saying.
अच्छा लगा तो ऑफ कोर्स हमारे स्टूडियो वाले धाम पे आ जाएगा।
मैंने इतना सारा प्रैक्टिकल सॉल्यूशन दिया,
ना
चाहे जो
ना
thought
no,
नहीं,
no,
जितना
no,
भी हो,
no,
लाल किताब का
Yours
उपाय
was
जो है,
very good.
ये लाल किताब का उपाय जो है सबको पसंद आएगा, ये प्रैक्टिकल उपाय है।
हाँ।
कीजिएगा, यहाँ पे आके महिमा धाम में आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे आके आप अपना प्रसाद चला के जाइएगा
महिमा
जरूर, ओके?
धाम।
हाँ ठीक है।
No,
Thank you
very
so
good advice and very good analysis by Faltu Rani. You're absolutely correct.
अच्छा, हमारा एनालिसिस क्या है, पहले से मैं बोल दिया।
मंदिर
ऐसे
जाओ,
फालतू
बाबा की
मदर
जय
को
ना,
मंदिर
सर ना।
भेजो।
हाँ,
तुम मंदिर जाओ और मदर को मंदिर भेजो।
सवेरे ये माता जी को जाएगी, बाद में उनकी माता जी को भेजेंगे शाम में।
अच्छा,
हाँ हाँ
They'll be like ships
हाँ,
crossing each other.
हाँ, मीनाक्षी जी मेरे बात से सहमत है, वेरी गुड, थैंक यू सो मच।
Awesome.
विभा जी, ऐसे
Awesome.
आपको अगर उपाय चाहिए तो फोन कीजिएगा, बताइएगा। इफ यू शाई टू टॉक अबाउट योर प्रॉब्लम्स, यू कैन से इट्स माय फ्रेंड्स प्रॉब्लम, विल अंडरस्टैंड, ओके?
हाँ।
Okay, sounds good, guys.
हाँ, थैंक यू सो
थैंक
मच।
यू सो
Sounds
मच। वैसे विभा जी,
रख दिया
आपने
मैंने
नहीं है ना वो।
मैंने रख दिया फोन। विभा जी प्लीज कॉल बैक कीजिएगा।
नहीं, मैं बस बताना चाहती हूँ विभा जी, आपने सबसे पहले कॉल किया, लगता है आपको कुछ थेरेपी चाहिए था, आपका कोई, हमने पूछा ही नहीं।
ओह माय गॉड,
हमने पूछा ही नहीं। अगर आपको कुछ हेल्प चाहिए या सपोर्ट चाहिए या कोई हमारा राय चाहिए या आप मतलब यू वांट टू आस्क अस अबाउट एनीथिंग, आप यहाँ पे कॉल कर सकते हैं 408-832-8881. You're listening to Therapy Thursdays on the Pam Pam Show. Now you might wonder what is Therapy Thursdays? But
ये क्वेश्चन जो है सबके दिमाग में है, प्लीज आप बताइए आंसर क्या है इसका, फालतू जी।
अगर मुझे पता होता मैं क्यों बैठी रहती यहाँ पे।
एग्जैक्टली, ये इसीलिए बोलते हैं उसको एमएफटी।
हाँ, ओके, महाफंडे वाली थेरेपिस्ट। तो आल्टू,
यस,
नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम पे चला जाए।
ऑफ कोर्स, व्हाई नॉट।
ओके,
गो ऑन,
ए,
बताओ।
तू पढ़ेगा कि मुझे
अच्छा,
पढ़ना है?
अरे आप अच्छी तरह पढ़ लेते हो ना।
अच्छा, ये मैंने अभी पढ़ा नहीं है, बहुत लंबा है ये।
ओहो,
तो मैं सोच रही हूँ ये क्या लिखे हैं।
जनाब लिखे क्या?
हाँ, जनाब लिखे।
क्योंकि उन्होंने अपने सारे भाई लोगों को एड्रेस किया ना।
हाँ, टू ऑल मेन,
हाँ,
ओके, इन्होंने लिखा है, सभी आदमी लोग कान लगा के ध्यान से सुनने का। राज
ओह,
लखोटिया जी, प्रणब पांडा जी,
विशाल जी भी हैं।
विशाल अरोरा जी,
मीनाक्षी जी भी हैं।
मीनाक्षी जी, जो भी है, सभी जो एवरीबडी हु इज लिसनिंग, प्लीज इसका कोई उपाय निकाले। मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि क्या लिखा है इन्होंने,
हाँ।
बट इतना लंबा चौड़ा है। I need your support and understanding because it is about an argument I had with my wife. Now, men don't flinch, okay? Don't like, I'm not going to get involved types. No, you have to get involved.
Yes.
So yesterday we're out for a walk and we passed by this pond in our neighborhood. It's just about sunset and we hear some noises, loud noises from the pond. Without thinking, I said, wow, listen to those frogs. My wife said, instantly denying anything I say is always her first reaction since marriage. No way, those aren't frogs. Frogs say ribbit, ribbit. Remember our kids' books and those animated videos? This is not even remotely close to ribbit, ribbit. Okay, my blood boiled and I wanted to say STFU in lack of a defense. But I had to just keep quiet, okay? So I get home, hit up Google, and what do you know? She's right. Frogs do make the sound ribbit, ribbit. Even ChatGPT is on her side.
साजिश है ये, बड़ा साजिश है।
But here's the thing. Deep down, I know those sounds we heard are frogs. ready to bet my entire net worth on this.
जो ज़्यादा नहीं होगा मेरे ख्याल से.
I almost thought of jumping into the pond, grabbing a frog as evidence, but I'm not so great at swimming. वाह कितने problems है यार
हाँ,
आपके.
कीचड़ में कौन swim कर सकता है?
Still struggling with breath control and stuff. The sounds were more like not even close to ribbit ribbit. Yet they were frogs for sure.
Very good.
As a matter of fact, I've never heard a frog making the sound that the books say ribbit ribbit.
Mm-hmm.
So, fellow men, here is my problem. How do I convince the wife that I am right when all the school books, media, and entire entertainment industry is against me in this battle? Help me with this argument. If I get convincing responses, I plan to go for a walk this evening with her and intentionally bring up the frog topic and beat her with all the ammunition I grab from here. And I will keep you posted on how it goes.
Dear brother, have you heard of wishful thinking? Beating your wife with argument, please. Qayamat abhi tak nahi aayi hai. Nothing is possible. You cannot beat your wife with arguments. No way. No. Sorry. If she says something, that's what it is. Every married man will tell you. There's only one rule you got to live by. The wife is always right.
Well,
And the second rule of that is, if she's wrong, refer to rule number 1.
if in doubt.
If in doubt, again, refer to rule number 1.
Correct.
And if she's wrong, and if the whole world is saying it's wrong and she says something, check with the brother, because सारा दुनिया एक तरफ, बीवी का भाई एक तरफ.
भाई साहब मैं आपको ये एक ही चीज बताना चाहती हूँ.
You're in a you're in between a rock and a soft space. That is your swamp.
No,
या
I'm
पत्थर अपने आप मारो या swamp के जाके अंदर जाके आप डुबकी मारो.
Hey!
Sorry, I don't have a solution for this. This is impossible.
मैं आपको एक ही चीज बताना चाहती हूँ. This is it's deeper than that throaty croak or ribbit of the frog. This problem is not with regard to the ribbit. Why is some gosh darn frog causing you so much angst that you have to go to ChatGPT to find out?
No. Here's the thing. How do you know it's a sure? Okay, see, always start with the benefit of doubt to your wife, because probably, she's right.
Hey, wait. I'm saying that the
did not-
problem goes deeper than just the sound of the frog.
Correct.
That it is
It
something.
could be something more deeper from there may be something like a clogged drain in the swamp, which is going croak because it's like not able to come out of the whole thing, like a boiling thing,
नहीं
right?
आलतू बाबा कि ये उनको bother कर रहा है ना.
Hey, it need not be a frog also, it could be a toad. There are two different things. Toad goes croak, frog goes ribbit.
Okay, बंधुजन, please प्रार्थना करती हूँ यहाँ पे कॉल करके आपका राय शेयर करें. 408-832-8881. एक बार और स्टूडियो का नंबर नोट कर लीजिएगा. 408-832-8881.
408-832-8881 करे. WhatsApp के कॉल करे.
हो गया तुम्हारा?
नहीं, but I just turned to the brother of whatever the name is. Sorry, man. I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain.
So, Madhujan, the number to call us 408-832-8881. This seems like a genuine issue that somebody is facing, but again, I want to draw your attention to the fact that it is not. बाबा जी हम सब तो आपके शरण में हैं. क्या है ये कौन बता रहा है? मीनाक्षी जी क्या हो गया आपको?
वाह, आशीर्वाद हो.
ये कब लिखा उन्होंने?
हाँ.
तो हम आपसे पूछ रहे हैं बंधुजन कि इस सिचुएशन में इनको क्या करना है.
वाह.
क्या आपको लगता है एक रिबिट क्रोक पे अपनी बीवी के साथ झगड़ा करने में कोई पॉइंट है?
लेकिन
या ये it is about proving himself right and proving her wrong?
Well, the point is, I think
Don't you think?
the problem is as deep as you want it to be. It can be shallow also, right? It can be as shallow as the fact that actually it's not at all a frog. It could be a toad, right? And the best part is what Aditi says is very interesting. Aditi, one of our Facebook listeners, she's saying that, seriously, it's very surprising to know that husband and wife are fighting over a frog. By the way, let me tell you one thing. It is not a fight over a frog. It's not a fight because the lady already has won. The lady has won. She's given opinion. She didn't say a doubt. There was no doubt in her question. I think she said, "Haven't you heard?" She gave a statement saying, "Check out books." She had reference points also. So in a very in a scholastic way, I would definitely say the lady won already. Poor thing, he had to go and check out artificial intelligence.
Yeah, ChatGPT.
See, I'll tell you one thing, Rajan. ChatGPT is no big. It's nothing. It's just artificial.
Yeah.
Your wife is there. She's intelligent. Listen to her. बीवी की बात मानो यार. Happy wife, happy life.
अरे यार कोई कहेगा pom pom, कोई कहेगा pam pam. Same difference. What is the big deal? It's the same amount of joy that you get when you say it.
Don't be a manduka in the well. Come out of the well.
Correct. Don't be a manduka in the pond. Jump out of the pond.
Exactly. Think
Right?
outside the manduka.
Yeah. So that's what we feel. तो शादीशुदा ये शादीशुदा मर्द नहीं कॉल करते हैं हमारे शो पे हाँ
शादीशुदा मर्द कॉल नहीं करते बोलते
नहीं नहीं उनको
लेकिन शादीशुदा लेडी कॉल करते हैं आप बोल रहे हैं
शादीशुदा लेडीज कॉल
मेरा प्रॉब्लम है कि सिंगल लेडीज कॉल नहीं करते तुझे शादीशुदा पड़ी है हाँ
तो कॉल करके हमें बताया कि आपका क्या राय है डू यू थिंक दैट दिस इज व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज दिस पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन इनको क्या एमुनिशन चाहिए उनको बिकॉज ही वांट्स टू बीट हिज
Yes, what he can tell her is the voice he heard was not the frog. He can stick to the thing. He can say, "This is my story. I'm sticking to it." And please, brother, go and tell her it is not a frog. It's a toad. What you heard? Toad, not a turd. Toad. It's a toad, right? And toad actually go. That's how they go, right? But a frog goes repeat, repeat, repeat. That's what they go.
a frog doesn't make that sound
What?
a frog doesn't make that
Ribbit,
sound.
ribbit?
Ribbit.
Go listen to it and write down. Take a phone, right? Put your Siri on mic and give it to the thing and say, let us see what records. That's something you can do, brother. Brother, ask your wife to take her phone out, take Siri and record that sound. It'll automatically make it to text. Voice to text. Then you have proof. It'll go croak.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll not say repeat. Have you tried recording your dog's bark on your Siri and make it text?
No.
It says woof woof.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You've done that?
I have a lot of time on my hands, right? What do you think you do?
Oh God. Well.
I wanted to see if it speaks dog. So I said, I put the record, I put like woof woof, it said woof woof, but actually got a spelling mistake though.
How do you know that the dialect is called dog?
I don't know. Good point. Like, our dialect is called human.
No, it's not.
Could be Labrador.
Labradog.
Labradogs.
Because German Shepherds may speak a different language.
Yeah, because it wrote a spelling as W-U-F, not W-O-F.
Woof, woof.
Woof woof.
Okay. So anyway, Badajan,
There's a solution. My God, we are such good. Please ask your wife to take her phone, hey Siri, and go to text mode and actually record the particular frog or whatever the creature is in the swamp and see what it comes up as. If the spelling comes up as C-R-O, it's a croak. And croak generally is a toad, not a frog.
Oh God.
I found this on the web for I'll Go to text and record the particular frog or whatever the creature
See,
in the swamp.
exactly, creature of swamp. And thank you so much, Siri. You're so awesome.
Check it out.
And Siri already gave it. Use technology that way. Don't go to ChatGPT.
Okay.
ChatGPT is still young. It doesn't know anything about all this stuff.
Well, here's all I'm going to tell you, Badajan. When we studied, we say a horse neighs, right?
Huh?
Yeah, we say a frog croaks.
Huh?
We don't say a frog ribbits.
Oh,
Simple.
Oh,
you,
really?
You could say, honey, we say a frog croaks. Now, how the frog croaks, maybe the sound comes out as ribbit.
probably the frog had a sore throat.
Exactly.
You could eat in a fake fly for all you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be an American frog and Indian frogs make a different sound. You never know.
That's true. It could be an immigrant coming out there fresh off the boat.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And has a heavy, thick accent like what I have.
There's many different things, but it's never that frog in the pond or the dish in the sink. Like to quote our very famous wisdom therapist, psychologist Dr. Shani, it's never about the dish in the sink.
It never is about the frog in the swamp.
It's never is about the frog in the swamp. This goes a little deeper. Thoda aur soch ke
It could
dekhega.
be the sludge which is under the swamp, which actually is making the sound like croak croak because it's trying to boil up, like It could be that kind of that thing is actually some I don't know, it's a radioactive element kind of blob blob up like that, croak croak croak.
आपकी जो complaint में जो आपने लिखा था उसी में एक हमने पकड़ा जो शायद आपने नहीं पकड़ा,
हाँ।
जहाँ पे आपने बोला एक पैरेंथेसिस में आपने निकाला है कि my wife said in parenthesis instantly denying anything I say is her first reaction
That's the nature of women.
since marriage. Really?
Really? You're talking about nature of women? Come on, that's what women
Has
are.
she said that when you said, "Oh, darling, you're so beautiful"? Has she ever denied you?
Huh, she would have definitely asked him, but more beautiful than the girl you actually had a crush on when you were young?
Uh-huh.
She probably would ask that
No,
question.
you never know. Has she denied you when you've said that? Oh,
Here, all the money I have for you.
Like your
all
fa-
what's
your-
mine is yours. Has she ever denied that to you?
yeah. Has she ever said when you've said something kind about her family?
What's
does
mine
has
is
she
yours.
said-
What's yours is yours. Has she denied you? No, she's not denied you that, right?
Yeah, you can't automatically assume.
Please,
The-
don't do
वो
that.
cognitive distortion को थोड़ा challenge करके देखिए
Exactly,
कि
यार.
क्या ये सच है. हमेशा मेरी बात को हमेशा उसको वो deny करती है.
नहीं, सच हो
Instantaneously.
सकती है, because many men know that. There are situations women are that way. Right? It's okay, but what I'm saying is you still love them, right?
Women are that way.
Arey Baba, that's what he's saying. No, no, you don't believe that, Falguni?
Oh my God!
See, she's
What a
saying no right now.
sexist, Badhujan. That was such a sexist remark. I won't say
Especially when I'm
anything
actually
anymore.
trying to support you right now. My goodness. Oh. But anyway, it's not the frog, okay, Falguni.
So
It's
I'm
not the frog.
again saying that dig a little deeper. It's not about that frog or the ribbit that you spent all that time. How much time do you have on your ads, dude, to be able to go and look up ribbit and then actually mull over it and ruminate over it? आपको खामखा heart attack हो जाएगा यार. ऐसे चलता रहेगा तो. Seriously. It's a lot of cortisol and a lot of stress build up in your body. So please थोड़ा सांस लीजिए, जाने दीजिए. क्या कोई फर्क पड़ता है उस फ्रॉक को कि आप रिबिट कहते हो कि क्रोक करते हो?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't make any difference.
Doesn't make a difference.
Whether you think that it's a frog or whether you think it's a grasshopper, it
No,
really
if you
doesn't matter.
have an issue with trying to if you have an issue about losing to your wife or you want to win every time, that's your problem. That's your
That's-
issue. So you
that's
have the
right.
issue. That frog doesn't have an issue.
Correct.
All right. So good. So oh my God, Fatih, look at the time. We already have spent so much time right now.
Okay, more coming up. Alto Baba, do you have anything
I
else?
don't think we have time for more. Do we have time for more, Fatih?
Yes, we do.
Oh
we
my
do.
God, we do. Okay,
We
fine.
do.
Go on. What do you have next?
The next one is this is a very important question and काफी सारे लोग इसको सोच सकते हैं. It's an anonymous one, Alto Baba. Do you think it is okay not to know your spouse's phone unlock code? Shouldn't one fully trust their spouse as everyone needs their own space?
Uh-huh.
Or should they not, as everyone needs their own space? Or since they're husband and wife, should there be full transparency between them, including being able to read each other's messages, taking calls, etc.? Very important question.
I have a very wise answer for that.
What?
The answer is yes and no. The answer is yes for the wife to access of the husband's phone and no for the husband to have wife's access to the phone. Wow. I thought you liked the answer.
Why, Alto Baba? Please share.
Why?
Yeah.
So again, it boils down to safety and well-being of the man. If he wants to have safety, well-being in his life, he has to give full access to the wife, right? So she can trust him.
Safety and well-being, मतलब वो मार डालेगी क्या बंदे को?
I don't know. You never know.
क्या?
You never know. Safety very important, right? And the wife, of course, she has her own safety to keep whatever she does away from her husband. So she has the right to her information, and the husband has no right to know about the spouse, his wife's information or whatever it is.
Hey,
access
come
to the
on!
phone.
I need everybody's input on this. Come
I
on,
am
guys.
I
This
am
is a
not
really good one.
I am telling you one thing, Falguni. People will not chime in on this because
Aditi, come on. We need to get a call from you today. 408-832-8881. WhatsApp पे कॉल करिए. Aditi जी, मीनाक्षी जी, राज लखोटिया जी, जो भी हमारे बंधु दीपक पांड्या जी, जय श्री कृष्णा. Nice to see you joining us. कॉल करें, जल्दी कॉल करें और हमारे साथ यहाँ पे शेयर करें.
लेकिन मीनाक्षी जल्दी मेरे बात से सहमत है. I think Aditi also be agreeing with me.
हाँ.
It's an answer. It's like a perfect answer. Yes and no.
हाँ.
Yes, that the husband should give full access to his wife.
हाँ.
No, the wife doesn't have to give access to the wife. If she wants to, she can. But I would suggest not to.
Very good solution, Alto Baba.
Yeah, I know. It's a very good solution. That's what it
I'm
should be.
not saying very good solution that Meenakshi ji
people,
say.
yeah, it's not. Oh my God, I didn't give it solution. Okay, see, it's not. I think this is what actually is the right thing to do.
अच्छा देखिए कल मैंने ये फेसबुक पे बहुत सारे ऐसे रील्स आते रहते हैं
Uh-huh.
okay when a man marries somebody
Uh-huh.
a man marries apparently if a man says I love you but I'm not ready to commit yet
Uh-huh.
that means he does not want to marry you
Uh-huh.
if a man says I am attracted to you and is only having sex with you or is like interested in a physical relationship that's completely different from apparently love. It is completely different, it seems. They
You're
can men
going
can,
to
wait.
awk and stupid
Wait,
sites.
I'm not talking about stupid sites. Then he says a man will only marry somebody when he feels that there is a sense of stability that the person brings to his life.
Oh.
Which means when he feels that that person can add to his peace of mind.
Uh-huh.
So, peace of mind ke liye, so that you don't get a piece of her mind, it's better to give her the unlock code.
Oh,
But
so
anyway, let's go to the Bandhu who's calling in. Let's see what they have to say.
नमस्ते अदिति जी कैसे हैं आप?
Hi, Pam Pam.
Pam Pam अदिति जी.
Pam!
Welcome, welcome.
What's up?
Welcome, welcome.
कैसे हैं आप?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh,
Very
really
good.
awesome.
Very good, very good. तो बताइए
I
आज
loved Monday's program. I just wanted to give a plug.
Monday's program. Oh, Mystery Monday.
याद कर रहे हो क्या था Monday का?
Mystery Monday. मैं
No,
वही
no,
सोच
we
रही
know. Misty Monday. I knew she didn't know what. Okay.
हूँ. Huh? What?
It's okay.
What
It's
nonsense?
okay.
Thank
it's
you, thank you,
fine.
thank you, thank
I
you.
forgive
सिर्फ
you.
मंडे का प्रोग्राम हम लोगों ने कितने सारे किए यार कुछ भी कल भी
So
हमने
she's
किया.
saying
That
those didn't
was
like.
my favorite test of the week.
Okay, good answer. Good answer.
Very good. Very
Lekin
good.
right now this person is very torn. Can you give some advice on this?
Such a good one, na?
Yeah, it is such a good one. Seriously.
Hey,
I
to
was
some
hoping
people.
someone will call and give their opinion.
You please share. Please share. I think. I think you should share. I shared mine. It's a no-brainer to some people, but again, sometimes people don't have no brain to actually even address the
I mean,
questions.
there's no right or wrong, but it's such a dilemma because if you don't give it, that means you don't trust, right? You're doing something. But if you give it, then it's like your infringement of your freedom. So it's like, do you trust me or not? Like, I can make an argument for both, but personally, for me, initially, my husband and I, we were dating before we married.
Uh-huh.
He was like, oh, like, I want your number. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why? Because
Uh-huh.
I'm obviously like, why do you want my phone? I'm not asking for yours.
Uh-huh.
But now, the situation is so funny because we can't do without each other's
Passwords.
password, right? Because, I mean, our lives are so intertwined in every way. Like, you can imagine 100 reasons why we would want it.
Uh-huh.
That I laugh at my, younger days when we were like, I was like, what the hell? Like, that's none of your business or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Of course, it was like, there was obviously a possessive boyfriend angle to it.
Mhm.
But then now you just laugh at it and it's like, my son is like crying his guts out because he wants to watch something and I better know that password otherwise, because if my phone is not available, right?
That's a really good excuse, right? With the kids. You can say it's a really
What
good
if
excuse.
what if the kids are not there? What
It's-
means, what
yeah.
if kids are not there? Okay,
Yeah.
let's ask about that scenario.
What if the kids are not
I don't
there?
think it matters later. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what is right or wrong in this. I just feel like eventually things turn out where nothing is like hidden. Everything is out there, right? There's no concept of like privacy and between husband and wife. At least not for me. Like, that just feels funny.
Well, in some cases, some people do value their privacy. They're like, so I don't know
Yeah.
why. I was कुछ लोग पसंद नहीं करते हैं कि उनके हस्बैंड भी उनका मेल ओपन करें. And the husbands don't prefer that the wife opens
So
their
that's
mail.
very interesting because in that situation,
Uh-huh.
I would actually love to understand if the person is interested to understand why. Like, go within yourself and try and understand what is it. Like, imagine it's below 18-year-old, right? Your kid, and
Huh.
they say that.
Huh.
That's unacceptable because you want to, safeguard their interests and all of that stuff. As soon as you're an adult, there's this thing that, this is my space. Like,
But Aditi, that's the thing, right? We say below 18, right? In America, the moment they turn, they encourage giving them their space and privacy right from when थोड़ा होश संभालने लगते हैं, तो they want us to, they say, right, they have their own room. I give you your privacy to be in your room to do what you want to do. We'll not get in, and we'll not snoop over your unless you get caught doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Like if you're playing truant at school, or you're doing drugs, or kuch pakda jata hai.
So
तो
basically, I trust you until I don't. Right?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. I
and
trust.
I don't know that. See, there's no right or wrong. Everybody has their own philosophy.
Correct.
I just think that the moment you want to keep something away from your family, not public, I'm talking about your immediate
Partner.
family,
Huh.
you need to, I feel like you need to introspect and think about what is motivating you to do that. I remember this interview of this Google marketing guy who was like, admitting that your data is out there and it is being used, that is great. And he's like, but why would you not want, like, what are you hiding? The moment you don't want your data to be fed, that means you're hiding something. So putting it on the user, right? And it's so interesting about that opinion. And that opinion I do have a problem with, because that's like, things can be there's so many permutations to how you can see things.
Right.
It can be manipulated. But when you're talking about husband, wife, and family, unless your husband is like some kind of, or your wife is some kind of abuser, or like you don't have a happy, I don't see any reason to hide anything.
Huh.
But it doesn't mean that you have to go and say, hey, we are married right now. Okay, I'm going to give you all my password. Here's a list of all the
No,
particular.
I mean, it's natural, it's organic. Like if you actually go and say that, that's kind of actually really sad.
So the point is, if you don't trust somebody, if you trust somebody, I would take it the other way around. If you trust is not something, you make somebody trustworthy. It's not about something, and you would become trustworthy to somebody if they trust you.
Yeah.
You don't have to go and ask them access to their phone.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you trust them, you should allow them privacy. You must give them the privacy to decide what they want to do. If they
it's both ways, it's honestly like life just takes on, you become too busy for all the things, which is why that whole Mendak thing was like hilarious to me. because
Yeah,
I'm just
it
like,
was, wasn't
Hey,
it?
but it was
time hai
hilarious.
yaar, kitna
But
time is vibe?
no, but the thing is, that's a wonderful point. Though
Yeah.
it was hilarious, that's life.
Yeah.
That's what we said. It's deeper than just the frog.
He is so agitated about being wrong. But
The
then
guy
it's
has gone
magical.
in Chat GPT'd it. Can you believe that?
Chat
Oh my
GPT for all the
God,
things.
Seriously, of
Which
all
can
the
give wrong information
And
every 10 times you ask,
The
or 2 times come
irony
wrong.
is that probably she's definitely right. Of course, frogs do ribbit, but probably he's also right where not all frogs sound exactly like ribbit. तुम कहाँ फंस रहे हो यार English language में?
नहीं ये सोच के देखो, she's saying that's not a frog because frogs ribbit, and he's saying but that sound is definitely one of a frog. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but both of them, like she also can be wrong now,
What?
because
She's
she
a wife.
also couldn't.
Oh my God,
In
what
English
blasphemy.
language,
Huh.
all frogs ribbit,
Yeah.
right? Like but they also say frogs croak.
But what
Now,
if a frog is mute?
Croak and ribbit are different, right?
Hey, but what if a
Like,
frog is mute? Hold on. What if a frog is
Huh?
mute?
Then how will they hear it, and this fight only would have not happened? क्या बोल
What
रहे
if
हो?
a frog? You said all frogs ribbit. You made an absolute mistake. You said like absolute statement like all frogs ribbit.
Huh.
No, I said, Arey, you are saying opposite of what I'm saying. I'm saying that while in English language frogs ribbit, right?
Yeah.
But in actuality, they have so many different sounds. There's so many
Correct.
different species.
Huh.
So why the hell are these people even? So as you said, Falguni, this is a deeper issue than the frog.
Yeah.
They need to get the frog out of the well.
Yeah.
Because these people obviously are highly defensive and are not like they're like, there is some kind of sparring going on where you're like, oh, I need to be like, why would you want your wife to think you're right all the time? That would just be such a boring life. But if she thinks you're wrong all the time,
Yeah.
then you are clearly having this selective memory, because you just want to be right and you want your wife to do JJK and be, oh yes, you're right. And it's
Right.
an ego issue, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes,
So-
and you have to give your password to your wife.
And the wife wife should not give the password to the husband.
You know,
Is that what you're saying?
in my experience, it's the guys who want the passwords more than the women.
Oh, really?
No, yeah, it's.
I think it's the other way around, right?
I
More
think it's the other way around. Wherever I have,
Really?
and yeah, I've actually come across a lot of men who are not happy with their wives snooping in on their phones, but they clearly like will tell you,
Oh my
yeah, they're not happy. See, it's not that they're doing anything wrong. It's not that they're doing anything wrong. And
it's sad that the wives have to
अरे
ask
मैं
them.
तो जबरदस्ती करती थी मैं तो और भी जाके फोटोज देखती यार oh who's looking hot who's looking
oh, वैसे, oh, like that. नहीं,
And then you put like on them, is it?
and I'm like and I would show up like oh dekho look at this and I liked it my husband knew me too well he wouldn't fall for it
yeah, no, but seriously, there's like you know, at one given point in time, we just wanted to say that कि जो trust है वो implicit होना चाहिए. And ये ज़रूरी नहीं होना चाहिए कि oh, if you have to give me your password or you shouldn't give me your password. Now, if there is even an inkling of doubt that creeps into a marriage, right? Trust me, at that point, you should make the effort to say, okay, here it is. This is my, you know, in whatever way you can, that this is my phone, this is my password, this is what you can check this out.
I'm sorry. I still will stand with what I said. If at all you have to go ask the person a password.
You should not add.
Wait, sorry. That means the relationship already has failed.
Correct. No,
Sorry.
but Altuba, but
No,
everything
you
is-
don't have to know anything. But you should give them if you love somebody, if you really trust them, you should know that they will not do anything bad to hurt you. If they do it, it's fine. It's up to them.
Well, you know, most of the marriages that have fallen apart, Altubaba, a lot of in Desi marriages, okay, a lot of them. I'm not saying it. I'm not going to indulge in any kind of a distortion where I'm going to say all marriages. Many marriages have fallen apart when so-called solid marriages, when they have gone to help somebody who is going through a rough patch in a marriage or has had a bad situation in their life, and then the husband ends up with the other person, and this marriage falls apart.
Okay, that's fine. That means
So
it was
it's
bound
because
to
the
happen,
wife
right?
implicitly trusted this
No,
person.
you're not getting my point.
Okay.
Okay, you're trying to give a extreme thing to it. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say, if at a point in relationship both have to feel that way, one person can't feel that way.
Correct.
One person feel that way, it's a one-sided relationship,
Correct,
right?
correct.
Both should feel that they don't need to know what's happening on the other
Correct,
person's phone,
correct.
right? And trust them to not do it. That's trust,
Huh.
right? And that's
no
how.
but I also let me also put forth another argument that all of us are growing, right? We're
Right.
all developing and going through different phases of life. So be understanding. Like I personally, when my husband, then boyfriend asked me for password, I thought, right? But then I'm just like, later on, he also evolved, right? We're all young and then we're growing together. So I think as long as you're understanding of each other and you give each other a tough time and you know, you kind of try to get logic, some form of logic, whatever your logic is in relationship, your chemistry together, that's all that matters, nothing else.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. But good point. आपने सही हमें बहुत ही अच्छा solution दिया, which is basically आप कह रहे हैं that they should exchange each other's numbers and they should like not worry about.
No, I'm saying you figure it out. It's your problem between you and your wife.
Yeah,
can-
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's you figure it out. Like, it's okay if you have a problem with it, express it. No.
Yeah,
Correct.
or take a step and say, hey, you know what? I don't care if you want to use a password. Here it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Either way,
I'll
like,
unlock my
have a
password and give it
stance.
to you. You won't do it. That's fine because I have a different login myself.
जिसको जो करना है वो तो करके ही रहेगा भैया.
Exactly. Don't think you stop them, right?
Yeah.
If they have to step out, they'll step out for sure.
हाँ.
But anyway,
मेरा बस यही फंडा है बॉस. अगर तुमको कुछ हो गया
हाँ.
तो और फिर बाय चांस तेरे को कुछ हो गया, मेरे को कुछ जानना पड़ेगा ना कि क्या है, क्या हुआ, where
There's
were you,
there's
what
system in
happened.
place in
Wait,
Google.
no, there's not a system in place. When somebody, I know genuinely somebody who passed away whose husband did not know anything about her, you know, her access codes, her passcodes, nothing, and they couldn't.
sad,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a very sad situation where she had a stroke and she passed away. So nobody could figure out what was going on. Even she was running a business and they couldn't figure out what was happening because they couldn't unlock the phone. So it was a very bad situation. So if you know, for safety and for security purposes, if you feel that it's important, then yes, why not share that? Or you should have some document somewhere, so something happens, these are all the things you know that that you need to know. And we always need to be prepared because we don't know what the next moment holds. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I mean, there you go, right? Like everybody has their own.
yeah, yeah.
Every couple has their own equation, and they need to figure it out. There's no one solution that
Perfect.
fits all.
Correct.
Excellent.
करेक्ट तो अदिति जी बहुत खुशी हुई कि यू पार्टिसिपेटेड ऑन थेरेपी थर्सडेज इनका क्या टाइटल है आलतू बाबा
क्या?
अदिति का तुम
ए-
तो पीएचडी हो मैं एमएफटी हूँ
I don't know. She can be anything she wants. to.
रेजिडेंट
What
एक्सपर्ट
is this title business?
सो आलतू बाबा इज पास्ड विथ हैवी डिफिकल्टी आलतू बाबा पीएचडी मैं एमएफटी महाफंडे वाली थेरेपिस्ट फालतू रानी आप रेजिडेंट एक्सपर्ट अदिति
Resident expert. I'm individual contributor.
I see. I
I
see.
see.
I see. Yes, yes. That's good, good. But thank you so much. Aditi ji, sunte rahega, and we'll have more interesting stuff coming tomorrow also. All right?
All right. Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye bye. इसी के साथ बनिशान हम आपको बोलते हैं that's all we have time for all the troubles in the world, but we will take it up next Thursday. हमें इजाजत दीजिए. Good night. शब खैर and प्यार भरा. Mwah.
You are listening to Radio D Hotties, powered by Mahima Creations.
Hi, this is Akshay Kumar, and you are listening to me on Radio D Hotties with Altu Baba and Paltu Rani, where entertainment keeps getting hotter.